K-9 officers are not equipment. They're not tools. They're not weapons. They are living, breathing, loyal partners who serve without choice. They trust their handlers absolutely. They would take a bullet for them without hesitation. And when that trust is betrayed, when the person they depend on for survival leaves them to die, it is not an accident. It is a failure of the most basic duty a handler has. Meet Sergeant Cody L. Henderson, 41 years old, K-9 Unit Supervisor, Salem County Sheriff's Office, New Jersey. He was entrusted with 2 partners. K-9 Rip, a 4-year-old Belgian Malinois, fast, fierce, loyal. The kind of dog that would run into danger without thinking twice, because his handler told him to. K-9 Boomer, a 6-year-old Springer Spaniel, specialist, tracker, a dog bred to work, born to serve, and devoted to the hand that fed him. On May 29, 2026, the temperature in Salem County hit 81 degrees. 81 degrees outside, which means inside a closed car after just 1 hour, the temperature would have been between 120 and 125 degrees. At 8:30 in the morning, Henderson put both dogs in his police vehicle. He closed the windows. He turned off the engine. He did not activate any emergency alert system. And then he walked away. He went inside a courthouse for 7 hours. 7 hours. No ventilation, no water, no air movement, no relief. Just 2 dogs trapped in a metal box in 81-degree heat, watching the doors of the vehicle they trusted to keep them safe become the walls of an oven. The vehicle had a K-9 heat alarm system, a hot and pop device designed to automatically roll down windows and activate fans if the interior temperature reached a dangerous level. It was available. It was functional. It was never turned on. Investigators do not believe any equipment malfunctioned. The vehicle worked. The alarm worked. The safety systems were all there. Henderson just didn't use them. There were also indoor kennels available, climate-controlled, safe. The kind of facility that every K-9 unit has for exactly this reason. He didn't use those either. At 3:30 in the afternoon, Henderson returned to his vehicle. He found Rip and Boomer dead. He then drove their bodies to an animal hospital in Delaware, not to a local veterinarian, not to the nearest emergency clinic, to Delaware, a 40-minute drive with 2 dead dogs in his car. A necropsy performed by the New Jersey Animal Health Diagnostic Laboratory confirmed what everyone already knew. The cause of death was hyperthermia, heat stroke. They cooked to death. Sergeant Cody Henderson has been charged with 8 counts. 2 counts of inflicting unnecessary cruelty on a living animal. 2 counts of failing to provide necessary care. 2 counts of unlawfully restraining an animal in adverse environmental conditions for more than 30 minutes. And 2 counts of purposely, knowingly, or recklessly causing bodily injury by failing to provide necessary care. Purposely, knowingly, or recklessly. Those are the words prosecutors chose. Not accidentally, not unfortunately, purposely, knowingly, or recklessly. He is scheduled to appear in Salem County Court on July 30th. He has been placed on unpaid leave. Notice the word unpaid, not administrative leave. Not paid suspension, unpaid. Even the sheriff's office couldn't justify paying a man who left 2 dogs to bake alive in a car for 7 hours. Here's what the sheriff's office said. Rip and Boomer exemplified the highest standards of service, loyalty, and dedication. Their contributions to public safety and their commitment to duty will not be forgotten. Beautiful words. But where was the commitment to them? Where was the oversight that should have ensured the heat alarm was activated every single time? Where was the policy that required handlers to use indoor kennels when the dogs weren't actively working? Where was the supervisor? Because Henderson W. Aces, supervisor, checking on his own dogs? K-9 units cost tens of thousands of dollars to train and maintain. Each dog represents years of investment. But more than that, each dog is a living creature that was placed in that vehicle by choice, not by accident. By choice. Rip was 4 years old. He had years of service left, years of life left. Boomer was 6, in the prime of his working career. They didn't die on the line of duty. They weren't killed by a suspect. They weren't lost in a chase. They died because the person they trusted most in the world walked away for 7 hours on an 81-degree day with the windows closed and the safety systems off. If you or I left 2 dogs in a hot car for 7 hours, we would go to jail, and we should. A badge doesn't change the math. 7 hours is 7 hours. 81 degrees is 81 degrees. And 2 dead dogs are 2 dead dogs. Rest in peace, Rip. Rest in peace, Boomer. You served faithfully. You deserve better.